This time on DawgStrip, we switch over to our Japan playlist. As part of our first ever trip to Japan, we rent a mini motorhome and drive over 800 kilometers on the wrong side of the road.
Welcome to our ongoing 3-week journey across Japan. As of now, we have already spent a week in this captivating country and are gradually acclimating to its unique culture.
Feed me.
We are starting to find our rhythm and feel more at ease. So, in an exciting twist, we have decided to take things up a notch by embarking on a daring adventure, driving a rented RV on public streets entirely by ourselves.
This adorable little RV will be our ride for the next 5 days, 4 nights. Starting off in downtown Osaka, we plan to explore the Kai Peninsula. But first, we have to get out of Osaka.
The rental company gave us a brief walkthrough of the RV and we have acquired our international driver's license. But other than that, we are on our own. Unfortunately, we struggle to operate the onboard GPS, so our reliance shifted to phones and Google Maps for navigation.
Okay. First time driving a right-hand side vehicle in the country I don't know. Drive. Oh god. First turn. Right.
Can't go that way.
Maybe it doesn't know which way we're going yet. And we're. Wow, that is uncomfortable. Does the seat move? It does not. Okay, we are going the wrong way. That's creepy. That's fine. It's all an adventure. I can only turn left. That is not the signal. That's the signal. Okay, I'm going. Whoa, it turned slow. Our goal for this first day is just 120 kilometers. About 2 hours driving time, but so far, we're off to a slow start.
What the fuck is settings?
Eventually, we make our way onto the highway and get our first introduction to Japan toll booths. To be honest, we had no idea what to expect, and the polite toll booth worker happily took our money before sending us on our way. Good. Might have to keep that receipt, I don't know. I gave the man money. Was it any turns or just...
Looks like it's straight for quite a while.
I'm okay with that. Go, baby, go.
A warning about toll booths. Most tolls are paid while driving through without stopping.
I need a human. Okay, left.
Most vehicles have an onboard ETC card reader that automatically pay as you drive through. Each toll booth should have one lane for cash payment. Try to spot it while approaching the green kanji above the lane. Do not stop at an ETC drive-through lane as you may get rear-ended by drivers expecting just to drive through.
ETC is the card, the green I think is human. Just give me a $10 bill. 10. I don't know. Okay. Arigato. Thank you. I keep throwing money at these people. And 4-way merge and go! After taking a wrong turn on the freeway,
Don't know how we took the wrong road though.
we were forced to stop at many toll booths. Having an ETC card would have saved us this hassle, we simply never knew about it beforehand. This is your warning. Get an ETC card if you can, and you won't have to stop at every toll booth. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to pass the truck.
Prepare ship for ludicrous speed. Fasten all seatbelts. Seal all entrances and exits. Close all shops in the mall.
They've gone to plaid.
Yeah.
Next, we top off the RV with fuel. We're pleasantly surprised by the high energy and the efficiency of the employees at this highway rest stop. They eagerly dart around, providing exceptional assistance, even as we navigate through the language barriers with ease.
燃料はレギュラーですか？ ガソリン満タンで。
Gasoline
はい。
full.
満タンで。はい。お支払い方はキャッシュですか？
Cash.
わかりました。満タンですね。はい。わかりました。
Let's roll.
どうもありがとうございました。
Arigato. Domo.
ありがとうございました。
With the tank full, we're happy to get off the highway and set our sights on the coast, drawing closer to the ocean breeze as we take in the wonderful scenery around us.
After many long hours on the road, we near our campsite for the night. Looking forward to our stay at the Michi Noeki Shirasoki Ocean Park Auto Camping Ground, one of the best sightseeing spots in Wakayama. A beautiful campground surrounded by white limestone walls in a crater-like atmosphere.
But as we come around the corner, the campground is closed. When we planned our trip, the website said this campground would be open a week prior. Oh well, now we need to scramble and find a campground open and nearby.
Okay. Hour and 20 minutes.
So now we have to backtrack about an hour and a half to the nearest campground. Oh well, at least we can't complain about the view.
These Japanese mountain roads, they're so twisty and windy. This is awesome. As we blindly follow Google Maps, we are sent down some very narrow streets. We'll come to learn that these can be rather common, and one driver will have to pull over to make room for the other to pass.
We eventually arrive at the next campsite, but well after dark. With no one around but this demanding feline, we sneak our way in, but not before paying the toll, handing over most of our crab meat to our new little friend.
Do we make a friend? Dear. Senpai.
Kanpai.
First day driving in Japan. Driving a motorhome. Driving a right-hand drive motorhome. 200 kilometers in like 6 hours.
Yep.
Twisty mountain roads.
Teeny tiny roads.
They're tiny. So, first campsite we went to was closed. I don't know why. Google said open. It was windy and crazy there, so luckily we didn't stay. This was the second one on Google. We got here like 6 p.m. It was dark. Everything was closed. No one is here. There are a lot of warning signs and stuff. Blah, blah, blah. We camped here. Someone will probably be mad with us in the morning.
But that's a morning us.
But that's a problem for future us.
Yes. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh.
Sapporo.
Oh. So nice.
Yes. They haven't sponsored us, but we're trying to get them to. With the light of morning, you can see the campsite we invaded during the night. A basic pull-in spot with power to plug into. That's about it. At least it had a bathroom we could use. Time to hit the road. We managed to sneak out before any staff show up. So I guess this night is a freebie.
Today we have a side adventure planned. It's just a short 10-minute drive to Kata Bay, where we board the ferry to Tomogashima, a tropical-like island, home to many impressive old ruins. The large brick bunkers and tunnels of the old abandoned military fort. Exploring this island was a great little trip, all on its own. You'll have to wait for a future DawgStrip video to see this one.
With our butts back in the saddle, we head south. This time, about 3 hours of driving and 160 kilometers ahead of us. At this point, we discover a feature on Google Maps: avoid toll roads. This was fantastic. The previous day added up to about 7,000 yen in tolls, be it rather inflated by a few of our wrong turns, causing us to get off and on the highway a few times. But now we are cruising, checking out back roads, the scenic route perhaps. It felt like the real Japan versus just stuck on the highway. Highly recommended for the adventurous type.
Where do you guys end up taking me?
These roads are fun. Always be gambling. Love.
Wow, love to drill this far.
Entertainment and hospitality. Everyone needs love.
Where?
I don't know. Maybe the arrow that's pointing that way.
For tonight's campground, we will be staying at Resort Oshima, hidden away in the island of Kiyoshima, the southernmost tip of Japan's biggest island, surrounded by sea. If you want to get away from it all, this is the spot.
As keeping with consistency, we don't have a reservation for this resort, and the staff did not speak a word of English, but they were incredibly helpful, and with the use of Google Translate, we managed to get by. This is an awesome resort. Large pools, outdoor baths, cabins, but for us, a heated shower and a kitchen to heat our food is glorious.
The key draw to this resort is stargazing, and after 10 p.m. no light sources are allowed. Being so far from light pollution, the stars were amazing, and sorry that our cameras didn't do any justice.
It's tiny. It's early. I'm sleepy. Alright, good morning. This is the third day of camping, and I'm gonna try to find the engine on this thing. I know nothing. Ooh, I see an engine. Okay, so what we're seeing here is a dual overhead cam 4-cylinder, and that's all I can tell you. It's a lot of good sound dampening considering that's between our bollocks. And as a irresponsible owner, I'm not going to check anything. That's neat.
After digging through the glove box, we discovered that this is a 2018 Mazda Bongo. Basically, a flat deck truck that has been converted into the camper you see before you.
Well, it's torsion bar front suspension. That's crazy. It's compact.
With a 1.8 liter front-mounted engine, 5-speed automatic transmission, and rear-wheel drive. This RV had less than 9,000 kilometers on it when we picked it up, and it's in amazing condition all round.
For this morning's drive, we head further northeast along the Wakayama Peninsula towards Nachi Falls, one of the best-known waterfalls in Japan. With a drop of 133 meters, it is the country's tallest waterfall with a single, uninterrupted drop.
How are you enjoying Japan so far?
This drive is awesome. This drive is like the coolest road trip we've ever done, but it has its challenges. Driving on the left, for those of you that do it, cool. We'd usually drive on the right, and it takes a lot of brain power to stay on the left side, to correct, to counter my natural instincts to be on the right. And as the day goes on, get tired, brain power gets weaker, mistakes happen. No one died, but we're doing good.
That's most important.
As we arrive in Nachi Falls, we park our wheels and set out on foot. Walking. So much walking in Japan. It's good exercise and such, but we were walking over 10 kilometers a day, something we clearly aren't used to.
Oh, my legs. Carry me.
Nachi Falls is beautiful, with plenty to see. Shrines, temples, and a gorgeous pagoda. We spent about an hour exploring the area before getting back on the road down the mountain.
Now we have a 4-hour drive, which is about a 200-kilometer distance, leading us back to the charming Kitty Camp. This campground is the very first place we randomly stayed on our first night. And now, fate has guided us back for another spontaneous visit.
For this drive, we stick to the highways, just to make good time and distance. A big difference we find driving in Japan would be the much lower speed limits. We came across 30 to 50 kilometers per hour for inner city, and the highest highway speed we came across was 80 kilometers an hour. Apparently, some can get up to as high as 100 kilometers an hour, about 60 miles an hour.
As a long day of driving drags on, we get into the campground well after dark. Once again, no staff are present, so we just pick a spot and decide to pick up filming come daylight.
Morning, Schnuggles.
Good morning.
This is our
It's getting messier and messier.
humble abode has turned into a shithole.
Yep.
There's a left knife.
The heater and the fridge works. That's the most important.
Yes, I agree.
Warm body, cold beer.
Yep.
Cool.
You see my
Cold beer. A beer. We have 2 beer left. It was a heavy drinking night. We had 4. Beep. Beep. A beep. A beep. A beep. A beep. It's only beeping in here. It's just warning me that I'm going backwards. Hi. I don't know what it says. I don't know what that says all the time. It just doesn't shut up. This is the 4th day. We are on the road to Nara, the land of the bowing deers. So we also rented a Ryobikin onsen hotel tonight. That'll be a lovely reward. The campground office is still closed. We've been here 2 nights. We haven't paid for one, and we got to sneak out before we have to pay. Rebel Gaijin. Go, go, Gaijin power. Do-do-do. It always smells like poop. Why does Japan always smell like poop?
Last time we were here, we found some cats. Well, they found us. So this time we made sure to bring some cat food.
After feeding most of the food to this bloated little kitty, we start driving out of the park, only to find more cats. A lot more cats. Now we have to ration what cat food we have left before we are overrun by the gathering felines.
Don't tease it.
Ow! It's yours now.
For today's drive, we'll be on the road for 2 hours, getting ourselves to the town of Nara. We've been on the road without a shower for 3 days now, so as a little reward, we have pre-booked ourselves into a private onsen for the night. But for us, the main attraction of Nara, why, that's the deer.
Nara Park is beautiful. From the great Buddha Hall that houses the world's largest bronze Buddha, many other shrines and temples, to of course the deer that openly graze the park. About 1,200 deer inhabit this 500-hectare park. The deer themselves are designated a natural monument and have been protected for over 1,000 years. Vendors sell deer cookies, and these adorable deer will bow to you in exchange for a tasty treat.
So this right here is deer crack. This is what they go crazy for. This little package is for $2 or 200 yen. You get 10 little wafer cookies. And if they see these things, they go nuts. You try to hide them, walk around, feed them one at a time, give them to the cute little ones. I have learned I have to walk like this to hide the snacks so the deer don't maul me.
You like that one?
Here.
A word of caution. No matter how tame these deer seem, they are still wild-ish.
Kevin, just give it to him in the mouth.
If they start to swarm you, a cookie frenzy may ensue. Hand over the cookies quickly and be mindful of your fingers.
We enjoy our night at the private onsen, have a bath, 10-course meals. Then come the next day, we must return the RV to Osaka. About an hour's drive to bring an end to this adventure.
So, as a quick recap, we are nearly finishing our 5-day road trip around Japan. It's going to be about 800 kilometers, 5 days, 4 nights. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Scary and terrifying.
Yes.
The first little bit.
I mean, it's the famous idea what GPS says.
We have no idea what that does, how to turn it off, how to change it. It's just part of our world now. But yes, in quick recap, absolutely amazing road trip. The first day was terrifying, trying to figure out what this. We had no training. There was like our international driver's licenses, stamp on a piece of paper, go for it. Okay.
Right in 1.2.
Right in 1.2. Thank you. And this is invaluable right here as well. Like, I am just driving the vehicle, trying to avoid issues and accidents. He's navigating. So he is
helping you avoid incidents and accidents.
Oh god, yes. This has been a complete team effort. Always be gambling. This is all an adventure. Every wrong turn is an adventure. It's an adventure. It's his fault.
Yeah.
For those of you that need to know, we rented this RV from Japan Road Trip, a fantastic company with a wide range of vehicles to choose from. We got a smoking deal on this rental because of off-season midweek prices. For the 5 days, 4 nights, unlimited kilometers, and insurance included, this rental cost us a total of 66,000 Japanese yen, 660 Canadian dollars, and about 500 US dollars. Less than our 1 night in the private onsen. But as for this adventure, it's done. Now we must saunter on forward for our last week in Japan on foot. I'm gonna miss it. Next time on DawgStrip, the Oregon Gambler 500. We take Dreadnought, our 1964 Cadillac Fleetwood, south of the border on a 2,500-kilometer round trip, romping through the back trails of Oregon while participating in one of the largest trail cleanup navigational challenges around. But for now, please like and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next video. Give us a thumbs up if you like what we're doing. I am driving a loaf of bread. I feel they are all one way until you see headlights. I'm making the biggest pillow fort ever. I'm a foot to the floor. I'm speed. Oh, fast. Oh, 80. We do 80 now. At 80, it does wander a bit. Oh no, it's perfectly adequate compared to the vehicles we normally drive.